Hey guys, this is Jennifer Soak. It's really my name, I know. This is my first YouTube video, and I'm going to just make it sort of short. And this isn't going to be like the normal YouTube video. This is sort of my guide to adulthood and how to be a successful young adult. And I'm not going to say it's easy. I'm going to sort of just keep it real with you and give you advice that I've learned through the amazing mentorship and guidance and opportunities that I had. Because you graduate high school, no one really tells you, hey, this is how to be an adult. This is what an escrow account is. This is how homeowners insurance works. This is a deductible. This is an interest rate. Nobody teaches that stuff, so you're just like, wow, and it's like an explosion of like, oh shit, when adulthood hits. Um, and this is just a disclaimer. I am in no way saying that I'm better than anybody. I'm not trying to boast what I have. I just want to kind of show my credibility so that people aren't just like, man, she don't know what the hell she's talking about, and kind of like just advice, I want to help people and to sort of inspire people and it's okay if life doesn't work out for you right now at this age. It is completely okay. So that's that. So let's get started. Now we're going to talk money because money is, of course, a very, very important thing. Regardless of what anybody says, money is very important, especially when you're young, and how you spend it and how you manage it. I'm so sorry, that's so weird, but I just had ice cream and it was so good. I had sprinkles. God, what was I saying? I'm so bad at this. Okay, so money. Okay, so I'm not gonna say, there's a lot of people that say, oh, save money, and you're just like, what does that even mean? Save money, how do you do that? You want me to just not spend it, or I don't know what the heck that means. And so I'm kind of gonna tell you what I do and what works for me and different tips and stuff. So, me personally, let's say I get paid on the 15th. I pay all my bills that are due between the 15th and the 1st. And I have this much money left over for whatever. My bills are done, it could either be gas or food or personal expenses. I'm going to take out a portion of it in cash. Now that's the key to this, is in cash. And the reason why I take out cash is because we're a generation of very visual things. We're the technology age, Everything has always been very visual. You have to see it to get it, to comprehend. So if I see that I have $200 and I go out for the weekend and I come back and I have $20 left, I'm going to be like, oh crap. And that's how, because when you swipe your card, it kind of just goes to the back of your head and you don't even think about, oh, I just blew all this money. It's not until you look on your phone at your bank account, which I know, I'll admit it, I hate looking at my bank account. If I don't have to, I won't. I'm scared to look and see how much money I have. So, but if I know that this is my personal fund, then that's what I'm going to sort of like visually see. Because when you see that money leave in your pocket, you're going to kind of be like, you're going to think twice about giving someone cash and swiping a card. Don't know if that makes sense, but that works for me. Now, with money comes big financial responsibilities. And I'm talking about owning a house, buying a new car, stuff like that. Now, that might sound like a scary thing or something that's really way in the future, but it really doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be so far in the future. I bought a house when I was 19, and I just bought my very first new car literally 4 weeks ago. My very first brand new car. And when I was 17, fresh out of high school, I didn't think in 2 years I'm going to own a house. Gosh, no, that was the last thing I was thinking. You know, I wouldn't even know what I was going to wear the next day, let alone even think that that would happen. So, but the key to those things is building credit. And they don't teach you what credit is or how to build it or what is even credit. Is that like, I know it's a number. What does it mean? So, credit is there's 3 bureaus, and they're all kind of based off different things. And this is how I would recommend it. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but this is just what I did, and it worked for me. Of course, you know, credit cards, they build credit because credit's in the name, credit card. But if you do use your credit card, my advice is do not max it out and do not make minimum payments. Pay it off, and like just don't you buy big purchases. You know, do like, you know, not small purchases, but you know, reasonable amount ones that you can pay off within 2 or 3 months. You know, don't make minimum payments, because if they see how good you are getting out of debt, they'll trust you to get in debt more. That totally makes no sense, but that is absolutely what credit is how good you are at being in debt. Honestly, it is. And small personal loans, you probably don't think about personal loans unless it's an emergency situation, but they're really, really good at building credit. I know the interest rate is through the roof. You're paying like 19%. But then again, you take out a personal loan for $1,500, you pay that off in 6 months, you're already building your credit. I mean, you're paying your bills on time, credit card payments paid on time, and your personal loans are all paid. You're going to build credit. You will be able to buy a house sooner than you think. And you do not need to be married to buy a house. You can be completely single and buy a house. So, the next topic, I'm going to talk about jobs and careers. I went into the military after high school. I hated it. I hated the military. I learned a lot. I don't regret it, but it's not a lifestyle I want. I'm currently in the National Guard, so I'm still in the military, and I'm probably going to stay in for 20 years. The reason why I'm doing that is because retirement. 20 years, retirement. I've been in for 5. What's 15 more? Plus now I work a federal job, federal government. It's another retirement check. So by the time I'm 38, I'm going to have 2 federal retirement checks. I mean, it's like, you really have to think about those things. I know you don't want to think about it at 20, is retirement, but by the time us, whatever generation we are, by the time we are at retirement, Social Security won't be there. For sure. The baby boomers are eating up Social Security so quick. So, you can just say goodbye to that. There will be no Social Security. So unless you are disabled or have, you know, a retirement already, kind of are going to be screwed. So it's really important to think, when you're thinking of careers, what is going to benefit you long term. Now, with careers, people I know that are successful right now, and this might be just because, you know, college, people my age are just now graduating college, but I know a lot of people who are very, very successful who have not graduated college. They don't even started college. And, you know, it's just because trade schools, from the research that I've done, at the end kind of pay off more than a university would. Just because you have, you know, the time, you know, work time, and the sort of just knowledge, the hands-on knowledge, and a lot of the highest paying jobs, you know, mechanics, electricians, carpenters, stuff like that, specialty jobs that pay the most. You may not want to do those jobs, but like I said, you know, right now, I'm a diesel mechanic. I'm a technician for the National Guard. I don't necessarily like being a mechanic. I don't like being covered in diesel oil and grease all day. But it pays my bills. I may not want to do that. But by the time I'm 38 and I have a double retirement, I can do anything I want. School will always be there. So trust me, school is not going anywhere. But opportunities, they will not always be there. So if you have an opportunity in your life, take it. Take it, take it, take it, take it, take it. And if it fails, school is always there. And I think that's what people don't understand, that you need to go to school like right now, right now. No, the school system is so messed up and crazy right now that it's blah. And and it goes to, health insurance. At our age, most of us, I think you can legally stay on your parents' health insurance until you're 26. So people don't really think about that, but when you go to pay out of pocket for health insurance, it is like, whoa. So you really need to look into a job or a career that can kind of provide that for you. Medical, dental, because anything can happen. Like I said, life gets in the way and stuff like that. And that's going to lead me to my last and final topic, which is going to be marriage and relationships. Most people our age, and I know you all see it, they're either have kids now or they're happily married and blah, 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 blah. I'm not wearing a wedding ring. I am not married anymore. I did it. I was happy. I was betrayed, and it was just a headache. And not that I regret it, because I learned a lot. Being married is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing. But do not feel like just because everybody else is doing it, you have to do it, because it is totally okay to be not married. It is totally okay. And but when you are married, you just gotta be really, really gotta deal with this person 20%. And that sounds like a curse, and it might be a curse, it might be a blessing, but it's a lot of work that you have to put into it. And I don't think, I could say all this, but until you experience it firsthand, this is just gonna go, yeah. So, that's pretty much it. My next video might just be, Q&A or something simple. I really don't want to make these too long, and this one is already at 12 minutes. But yeah, that's just, my advice, just don't stress it. It's okay not to have friends at this age. I have a lot of friends, but I don't, I don't go out, I don't do things, and that's totally okay. It is totally okay, because you just have to prioritize your life, what you want versus what you want now versus what will benefit you later. And it was really hard to try and comprehend that. Trust me, it'll pay off. So that's my advice, and that's my tips. And if you have any questions, let me know. So thank you for watching. I hope I didn't bore you too much with all this adult talk.